Hello everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. This is a very big tragedy that just happened. A 35 years old woman and her children die in a fire outbreak. It was gathered that the 35 years old woman, who is called Ebere Precious, and her 4 children, who goes by the name Rejoice, Michael, Harmony, and Angel, were killed in a deadly fire in Jos Plateau State. And this tragic incident occurred in Gel community, that's just South local government area. And it happened just on Thursday last week, February 25th, 2021. So sad that all her children died instantly, while the mother, whom you can actually see there lying on the bed, was rushed to the D Medical Center in Bukuru, where she passed away the following day due to the severity of the burns that she had sustained. You can imagine that she is in great pains out of the burns she had gotten from that particular fire. And the cause of the fire is yet to be ascertained, but speculations attributed it to electrical fault, and it was gathered that the inferno was so intense that virtually everything in the house was gutted by the fire. Confirming the development, the husband and father of the children, who is Philip, said that this incident occurred on Thursday night, an hour after he left the house to go watch a football match at a viewing center in the area. And according to him, on his way back home, he saw neighbors battling with the flames in his house. Meanwhile, mother and children will be laid to rest Thursday, that's tomorrow, 4th of March 2021, in their hometown in Nkanu local government area of Enugu state. You can see her children, very beautiful children, who has just passed away in this fire outbreak. This is really sad. Come to think of it and look at the fire. It's a terrible fire. It's not something that you would look at and see that anyone would even survive out of this fire outbreak that happened. It's so heartbreaking that this man just came back home and found out that his house was in flame, and unfortunately the kids passed away instantly. It was just the wife that they were able to rush to the hospital, but unfortunately on Friday she passed away because she couldn't bear the pain of the burns. You can imagine when you put your fingertips at the flame of a burning candle, you would feel pain, not to talk of someone who was badly burnt completely, and she's just managing to even take her last breath. And her husband was even by her side when she passed away finally. I'm sure probably she might have said 1 or 2 words to him, or he might have said 1 or 2 words to her before she finally passed away. It's so heartbreaking. And look at even a little baby, it's even involved in this fire outbreak. I don't know how it can be controlled. The other day again, a mother and 4 of her daughters, all of them, this was even all of them, they all passed away in that particular fire outbreak. A whole lot of questions should be asked. How can this be stopped? How can this be controlled? Because the worst part is that once you're sleeping, you're not mindful of your environment at that time. It's not a time that your eyes are wide open and you know what's happening. And when it has to do with fire outbreak, except you are awake and you perceive smoke, you know that something is happening. But once you're sleeping, it's really difficult to even know that there is a fire outbreak out there. And it depends on where the fire is coming from again. It's worse when the fire is even coming from your own ends, and then before you even know it's already too late, you're already up in flames. And it's worse again when the fire is coming out from the exit and the entry outlet. How would you run away? How would you escape? And especially when you have kids around. It was so bad that the other woman who died with her 4 kids in that fire outbreak, they didn't have any way to run out because the flame and the fire started from the exit and the entry of the building, and they couldn't even go out. They couldn't go run downstairs. They were just stuck up. That was how this woman and 4 of her children all passed away. It's really sad when you see things like this, when you see how people will just innocently die. Look at a little baby. Look at her 4 little babies, and look at this beautiful woman. They have all gone within a twinkle of an eye. And fire outbreak is so terrible that it will just happen very fast. And it's so bad that it can't even be controlled sometimes when this fire outbreak starts. Even if fire service men would come there, some of them may even get injured in the process. And aside from that, to even quench the fire, already the damage has been done, which means the human beings inside of the house have already died. Because inhaling those smoke alone, this thick smoke, the fire may not even get to the person, but just inhaling the smoke, you can imagine you're sleeping, you're inhaling the smoke, it gets into your lungs and blocks that stream. You can't even breathe in and breathe out again because the windpipe is already blocked. So how would you expect that person to survive? Some die even before the fire gets to them. Some they're already dead, and then the fire is already burning them after they're already dead. It's so painful. Now the question again is, what are the safety measures to put in place, and especially when you are sleeping? Because you can't be half asleep and half awake. Or probably there was some electrical faults which they didn't know about, or something was turned on in the house. There are different means whereby this accident would occur in the house. It's either something was turned on and it wasn't turned off before they went to bed, or there was some sparks outside or from the pole or from the wire. One of these things might have transpired. Well, they're going to carry out an investigation and to find out what was the cause of this fire. It was so unfortunate that neighbors, everyone tried around to put out the fire, but it was too late already because they had already passed away. Just their mom. You can imagine how the mom who has already been born to be struggling to see how she can save her babies, but unfortunately they all died instantly. They are little babies. She may be able to withstand and hold on to that smoke, but the babies are little. Look at all of them. It's really, really sad. Some people die even as a result of generator fumes. When this generator, those are the ones that you can easily control, and that thing is, people should please turn off their generator sets before they sleep, because you can never tell. And it's so bad because some of these generators are already good, you know that they are working out fine, and when it will trigger in the middle of the night, you wouldn't even know. Some of the generators are already faulty, and some of the wires are just fixed in to help it work so as to cool the environment. And then in the middle of the night, it may burst into flame and something else would come up, and in the end, you're inhaling fumes from the generator, which has caused a lot of people to lose their lives as well. So for that is the one that people can easily control. Please, before you go to bed, if you have your generator sets on, you turn it off. The other day, I posted that video too. It was just the mosquito coil that killed all of them in the house. They turned on the mosquito coil and they went to sleep, forgot to turn it off, or probably was kept in a place that had contact with flammable materials. And when it burnt to the last point where you see it still has that flame ignited in it, it now caught up with a material that was flammable. That was how this whole family died in that house. So for things that can be controlled, like putting on the candle before you sleep, you turn it off, even the lamp, turn it off, ensure that all these things are off. And again, before you go to bed, there are electrical appliances in your house. Please, it won't cost anything for people to please go round. I know sometimes you're very tired from work and every other thing, but life is very important. You can go around the house and ensure that all your electrical appliances are turned off. This is another thing. If it means you turning off the main switch, please do it. It's for safety purpose. There is a main switch usually that turn on the whole light in the building or in the apartment. What you do for your own building, you can turn it off, the one that is directly connected to your own. You can turn it off and then you sleep. In the morning, you put it on again. That is much safer. So as to see reasons why all of this fire outbreak shouldn't even come up. Because some of these things, you leave them on, to you, they're all working fine when you left it, and then in the middle of the night anything can trigger it, and sometimes it can even come from the connecting wires outside your own building. And if your own is turned off, that current flow would not come into your house because there is a blockage right now as a result of the fact that you have turned off your switch, the main switch that is bringing light into your own building or into your own apartment. It has been turned off. So even if there are some malfunctions outside, coming from outside, that would bring in that heavy current into your house to explode, it can't get to your own point. Once it gets to your point, it will cut off from there because there is no connecting source for that current to connect itself. It's just like positive and negative. So once it comes to that negative where you've turned off, it will repel. It's not going to attract because this other end is turned off and it's negative, and this other positive side coming to hit up with the negative side, it can't catch or get into flame. So please, if that is another way or another means to stop this fire outbreak from happening when you are asleep, please turn off the main switch from your house. Ensure that all appliances are turned off. And again, even plugging of phones, just phone, you would not even know that it can even result to fire outbreak. Just plugging a phone on the switch and then leaving it on all through the night. Sometimes some people have even burnt themselves as a result of plugging this phone. You have the switch, you have the cable is all plugged in, and then you keep it by the side of your sleeping bed while you're sleeping there. And anything can happen. It can burst on because once the phone is filled and is so heated up, it can burst into flames, and then it will ignite with the flammable material, which would be your bed sheets or the blanket you're using, and before you know it, the person is in flame. Some people have already died just from plugging your phones. Please, there are all these little things that counts and have resulted into heavy fire outbreaks in homes. Please, if it means if you have another place to plug in your device that won't be have any close contact with any flammable material, you can do it. If it means you being awake and watching your phone, once your phone is already filled up, turn it off, bring out the phone from the switch, turn off the main fuse, and then you sleep off. It's much more better. These are safety measures because you can't control sleep. We are human beings. We are all humans. We as humans can't control sleep. Sometimes you'll be battling with it. You want to put out the sleep from your eyes, but you still find yourself falling asleep. Please, these are safety measures that people should please put in place before they go to bed. Otherwise, things like this, it's unpredictable. You can never tell. No one will plan anything like this for himself or for his family or for her family. Everybody wants to stay safe as much as they can. And it's so heartbreaking that you see a whole family like this will go. That's how bad this fire can be. It doesn't spare anybody. That's one annoying thing about fire outbreak. Except you are very lucky. Except only takes the grace of God that one person would manage to come out alive, and then the person will be in a severe burn, and that is only if help comes immediately. Another thing is, I'm sure with regards to this, the neighbors have actually tried to put out the fire. Probably they didn't notice the fire outbreak on time. That's another thing again, because neighbors are also sleeping. It's at night and people are in their own bed too. So no one would even know that something was actually happening. Maybe they saw the fire when it had already gone so bad that they couldn't even help the situation or even put it out completely. If only it was like a situation where the fire service had arrived on time or people had noticed it before it went so far, I'm sure lives would have been saved. So for that reason, once you know that it's not possible that you get help within a twinkle of an eye as soon as the fire comes up, because people will not even know that the house is in flame except it comes out in the open, or someone will see dark smoke. And in at night it's difficult to even see that dark smoke except you start seeing the flame of fire before you can notice that, oh, something is burning in this house. So please, as much as everybody can, try to put up the safety measures, check your appliances, and ensure that everything has been turned off in the house before you go to bed. If you're using a mosquito coil, ensure you put it off completely. Sometimes this mosquito coil, you may put it off and you think that you've turned it off, but it's still burning. Please make sure you take water, pour water there so it doesn't keep on burning and you think that it's already turned off. For your candle, ensure that you've put up the candle. Let the light be away from that candle. Also, your lamp, put it off. Anything fire, ensure that it's all turned off and put away. Sometimes you may be studying and then you're using the lamp or the candle. Please try as much as you can. Once you're feeling sleepy, put all those things off and then you go to bed. It's just a way for us to see how everybody can help each other to keep their families safe. May the soul of this mother and children rest in perfect peace with the Lord. May Almighty God console the husband, family, friends, every other person that knew them and their well wishers. May God console them. It's really painful and heartbreaking to see something like this happen. Friends, please, everybody should be very, very careful because these are things that are unpredictable. Nobody plans for it. It just happens. And when it happens, sometimes it can't be controlled. Neither can it be stopped. Thank you for coming up today. Please don't forget to hit on the like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Friends, I'm here today to talk about how to start up a new YouTube channel. So for those that are looking to start up a new YouTube channel, probably you've been trying to figure out how to go about it, or you have been trying to see what it entails or what you need to start. That's why I'm here today, to give you the easy way for you to get this done. Not just the easy, but the best method, and also to give you or to talk about the best teacher who will give you all that is required for you to start up your own YouTube channel. This is a teacher. He is really successful with his YouTube and he has been a teacher for so long now. Teacher is Matt Pa. He's going to give you a step-by-step method on how to start up your own YouTube channel. No stone unturned. Every step of the way, he's going to lead you through it. You have links that you can actually reach out to him and communicate with him directly. That's Matt Pa there. You can see the huge successes he has made in YouTube. You can see his silver, you can see the gold, you can also see his revenue that he's actually making on YouTube, which is very huge. He is going to give you a YouTube step-by-step tube mastery class every step of the way, from the beginning of the opening of the channel to how you can start up and put up your videos. He is leaving no stone unturned, like I said. So for those that are seeking for how to start up their own YouTube channel, this is the easiest and the fastest way for you to have access to this particular teacher who is honest and straightforward, and you will enjoy every bit of the class and you will have lots of gain. At the end of your class, you will have lots to hold on to and to start up your own YouTube channel. It's going to be like an ABC class starting from the scratch. So please, for those of you that are interested in starting up their own YouTube channel, Matpa, he is the teacher and you will have direct access to him. I'm dropping the link below. So please, you just click on that link and you will have access to Matpa's class. He is going to give you the whole content of YouTube and all that it takes for you to be successful in YouTube and how to start YouTube from the scratch. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat, he's leaving no stone unturned. And it's so interesting that if you have any kind of complaint, no matter the time you have this complaint or you are confused about anything, you can communicate directly to him and he will give you a response as soon as he gets your question or as soon as he gets your mail or anything you're trying to confirm from him. He is quick at responding and he will give you the right answers. And even if you go elsewhere to search, you find out that what he is saying is actually true. He wouldn't mislead you. So please, for those of you that want to start your own YouTube channel from the scratch and see how you can be successful on YouTube, please go to this link, click on the link below so you have access to the teacher. That's the teacher there you can see and see his success. You can go through that and then you click on the link so that you can have direct access to Matpa himself. This teacher, you will enjoy and enjoy every bit of the classes that he's going to give to you. So friends, do not forget to click the link below so you have access to Matpa's Tube Mastery class, and he will give you the best teaching for YouTube you would really need to start your own channel. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you once again, and God bless you all.